The effect of no contact on the narcissist. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. I know all about the effect of no contact on the narcissist because, as you know, I am one. Well, a narcissistic psychopath, to be entirely accurate. I'm an amalgam of somebody that has narcissistic personality disorder and antisocial personality disorder. And it's great being me. But it's not so great when somebody decides they're going to implement a no-contact regime against me. How rude. I have an extensive reach, access to considerable resources of a variety of different kinds and particular skill sets. Not all of my brethren have that ability, and that is why that whilst there are those that talk about the fact that the narcissist will be hell-bent on your destruction, they often get that wrong. The reason is, there is undoubtedly instances where we do make the lives of our victims considerably difficult, crushing them almost, driving them into the dust at every turn. But across the spectrum of ensnarements, those are but a proportion of them. The vast majority actually don't involve such wanton destruction. Why? Well, in some instances it's quite simply that it isn't required because you serve a purpose to us being kept ticking over rather than being rendered incapable and inoperable. In other instances it's quite simply this: we can't get to you, or should I say, other members of the brethren can't get to you. And, in so doing, whilst you have concerns about, well, if I go no contact, what will be the reaction? What will happen if I impose this stringent no contact regime? How will the narcissist react to it? Of course, your own emotional thinking wants you worrying about what the narcissist is going to do next. It wants you panicking, anxious, fearful, because that will keep you thinking about the narcissist. It will keep you talking about the narcissist. It may even cause you to try and monitor the narcissist or approach the narcissist to say, look, I don't mean any harm, but I don't want anything to do with you any longer. Please just leave me alone. All of those are breaches of no contact and are mistakes, and there'll be all the various downsides accompanying the devil's pitchfork as a consequence of those relevant breaches. And if you impose a total no-contact regime, you don't have to worry about what the narcissist is going to do because the narcissist can't get to you. If you're concerned that you're going to be on the receiving end of bile-filled, hate-infused emails, you ensure that no emails can reach you. What you don't read can't hurt you. If you're concerned that the narcissist is going to punch you in the face, you ensure that you're nowhere near the narcissist physically, so that can't happen. Many of the concerns about what the narcissist will do to you are driven actually as a consequence by emotional thinking and, of course, those idiots who are unaware mid-range narcissists propagating information which is inaccurate about narcissists. What happens with those individuals is they think they are victims and they are not, and they suffer basically the revision of history caused by their own narcissism allied with the response where a true, genuine victim has fought back, and they believe that that pseudo-narcissist, if I call them as such, is one that's trying to destroy them. The real narcissist believes they are the victim, and the genuine victim is viewed as the narcissist. And the revision of history which takes place in the mind of the narcissist, the unaware narcissist, coupled perhaps with instances where the genuine victim has fought back, taken action, perhaps involving the police, seeking restraining orders, telling people about the unpleasant ways of the actual narcissist, all feels to the narcissist like they're being destroyed, that they're being crushed. And a combination of those two things causes the unaware narcissist to jump on their YouTube channel and say, the narcissist was hell-bent on my destruction. And that adds to the confusion. As I've stated, there are instances where our kind will look to destroy you, but across the wide range of ensnarements, it's actually only a small proportion that end up that way. But the point of this is, you need to understand the impact that no contact has on us. Simply put, we absolutely hate it, and it's the most effective weapon that you have. Of course, One of the problems, as you as truth seekers, and the fact that your truth seeker trait is corrupted by your emotional thinking, is that you want to see the outcome of your actions towards us, that you want to have that degree of satisfaction, to see that there is an effect. That is you being misled by your emotional thinking. That is a road you do not need to go down, and you should not go down. If you want to know how the narcissist will respond to the various things that you do, you use my work. It's a little bit like this. If you want to see what a lion does and how it eats its food and prey, you don't make yourself the prey, you go to the zoo and watch Feeding Time at the zoo to get a better understanding. Or you go on a safari and you keep your distance with relevant armed guards and guides who are there to protect you should things turn a little bit spicy. You don't need to go and stand right next to that lioness and run the risk of being mauled and your arms being chewed off in order to understand more about her. And similarly, in order to understand about the narcissist and the way that we behave and the effects that it has upon us, you don't need to go and peek. You don't need to go and look. You access my material. The purpose of this logic bulletin is to enable you to understand in detail the effect of no contact on the narcissist so that you can gain understanding, ease your concerns, and also obtain a degree of satisfaction as to what's really going on. You know that no contact is the key to beating the narcissist, but how does it affect the narcissist? This material explains to you what happens when you impose your no contact regime and how you can expect the narcissist to respond. This comprehensive material covers lesser narcissists, mid-range, and greater narcissists in fascinating detail. It will enable you to understand how does the narcissist feel as a consequence of your no-contact regime. What happens if you tip off the narcissist that you are leaving the narcissist or that you're ending the relationship? What happens to the narcissist if you end the relationship and say nothing? How will the narcissist across those schools respond to what you're doing? What do you need to look out for in terms of the common errors which will prejudice your no-contact regime and place you at risk? What will the narcissist do by way of response so you can ascertain how to avoid that response? This logic bulletin will give you answers to all of these questions and more to enable you to build your logic defenses and understand what will happen when you impose a no-contact regime now or in the future. It's inexpensive and can be obtained by clicking on the link in the video description to take you to the Knowledge Vault to make the purchase, which is then downloaded for you to use time and time again for your edification, education and understanding. Make use of it, defend yourself, and understand the effect of no contact on the narcissist. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.